Hey, what's up you guys? My name is Ashley. Welcome back or welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'll be testing recipes every week, and to determine if they're good enough to go in my recipe bin, I'll be testing new recipes, old recipes, and I'll also be showing you some of my favorite recipes every week. For today's recipe, we're doing a new recipe to me. It is a viral recipe. It is the chicken Caesar tacos. And they've been all over my For You page, and they look absolutely delicious. But before we get to that, I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers. Last I checked, we only needed 45. So if you could like and subscribe, it would really help me out. And with that being said, let's get started. Thanks for watching. So of course, you're going to need some Caesar salad. You could buy the pre-made mix, but I went ahead and just bought some romaine lettuce. And then I have some Caesar dressing. No, I will not be making my own dressing today, but you feel free to do that if you want. And then some Parmesan cheese, and then some croutons. These are classic Caesar croutons, but they don't have to be. If you don't have croutons, you could omit them, or you could substitute breadcrumbs. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go ahead and chop up this lettuce. I mean, you guys really need to see me chop the lettuce, or can we just skip this part? I think we skip this part. So this is what it's going to look like. Again, I'm going to rinse and wash this off camera, but just know when I use it, it is rinse and wash. Say it with me, rinsed and washed. Mixing up your salad is going to be super easy. It's literally just dressing and a little bit of cheese. Now, Parmesan cheese is strong, so don't put too much in there. The camera's getting warm. I don't know why. But yeah, so we're just gonna mix this up. I mean, I don't know about you, but I could just eat this. But no, we're not gonna do that. All right, smells delicious. Now, for the meat mixture, you're gonna wanna use ground chicken. You could use ground turkey if you want, but ground chicken is what the recipe calls for. You wanna think chicken Caesar salad when you're making this. And then the seasonings you want to use can be really however you would season chicken if you're making a chicken Caesar salad. For me, of course, salt and pepper. I also am going to put a clove of garlic in there. And then because I have some of this caramelized onion butter seasoning that I'm trying to use up, I'm going to put some of that in my meat. And then some Greek seasoning, which I'm also trying to use up. But again, you season your chicken however you want. A lot of the videos just did salt and pepper. That's a little bit too boring for my taste, so I'm just going to add a few more spices to flavor it to my palate. So you do whatever you like. I have 2 pounds of this lean chicken, but I'm probably only going to make 1 because it goes on pretty thin, and there's only 2 of us here, so I don't think we need 2 pounds of chicken. And then we're going to do salt, pepper. I like a lot of pepper, so we're going to be a little generous with that. Some of this Greek seasoning, not too much. Some of this Kinder's butter seasoning. You want to go light on the salt because the Kinder's and I think the Greek seasoning both have salt, and I don't want this to be too salty. And I have a garlic mincer. I'm not going to mince this by hand. That takes too much time. But if you don't have one of these, just chop it up. It'll be fine. Now we're just going to go ahead and mix this together and make sure the seasonings are well combined. This is very cold. I just got this chicken out of the fridge. See, I can already tell that I need more seasoning just by the way it looks. I want to add more black pepper. But also remember, there's going to be seasoning, you know, with the dressing. Caesar dressing is pretty distinct, so, you know, it's doing a lot of the heavy lifting. Your chicken doesn't need to do all of it, but okay. Now, these are the tortillas that I'm using. You could use corn or whatever you want. So I'm going to get a few of these. Okay. So these You want it to be super, super thin. Actually, I'm gonna put it down. This chicken is really sticking. Okay. So now this is just rinse and repeat until your chicken mixture is done. And you kind of want to do this to the end because if you cook meat, it's gonna shrink. So like, it smells good. Okay, I'm gonna clean up a bit and then we'll go on to the next step. So I'm gonna preheat my griddle here to 300. You could use any pan for this on the stove, but I thought this would be easier because it's flat and it's a bigger surface than a pan. Figured I could do at least 2 at a time. So while that's heating up, I've got some oil that I'm gonna spray when I cook them, but we're using these for 2 different things. We're using them for topping, but I'm also gonna use them as a breadcrumb crust on these chicken flat tortillas. I don't see anybody doing this, but I thought that it would be really good and it would add some nice texture to it because otherwise, you know, I need a little crunch. So I'm gonna put these in here. I'll just use the rest of this bag. And then the croutons are also seasoned, which, you know, you take more seasonings when you can get them. And then I'm gonna smash these up kind of coarsely, but Caesar bottle. I think a pan would probably work better, but that's what I got right now. See how. Okay, let me get something else. This took a lot more work than I thought it was, but we got it. So this is the consistency that we're going with here. There's some bigger pieces, but that's fine. Adds to the excitement. So I'm just gonna put these on here just like that, and whatever sticks, sticks. And yeah, that's gonna be good. I tell you what. And if not, you don't have to do it. But let's see here. Oh yeah. That one kind of had a lot of crumbs on it, but that's all right. Alright, and because I touched these raw chicken, I'm going to wash my hands. Alright, so this is what they look like, all breaded up and crispy. I see my skillet is smoking, so we're ready to add these to the fire. Alright, let's get this front and center for you guys, and then... Okay, we might have to turn that down a little bit. Okay, let's see how many of these. I think we can do 3 at a time. Yeah. All right. I got one of these. I thought that might help. I only have one, so I guess we'll split it between them. I don't know. Now basically, once I feel that the tortilla is warm, then I'll probably flip them, but it's too early right now. Yeah, see, the tortilla is starting to get warm in the middle, which is how I know the heat's getting through to the other side. All right, so let's check one of these and see how she's looking. Oh yeah, look at that crisp. We're gonna give it a little more time just because, oh yeah, this is gonna be so good. Oh my God, I'm so excited. All right. The tortillas are very warm on this side, so I'm just gonna spritz a little bit of oil because I want the tortillas to get crispy, and I'm gonna flip these bad boys. Oh yeah. Put this down there so their tortillas got some nice contact. Oh yeah, this one had more like I don't know, crushed pieces on it, so it's a lot more smoother in texture. But I think the crunch will be good. I don't know. We'll see. See, you can see the juices coming out of here. This is 98% or 93% lean, I think. I don't know. I just got whatever the grocery store had. Actually, I had to go to a different grocery store because the one closest to my house didn't have ground chicken. She was like, oh, we only have ground chicken on Tuesdays. I was like, okay. Because I'm a little paranoid, I'm going to check and just make sure this chicken is reading, yeah, 160. It's reading over 200, so she's cooked all the way through. 184. 165, 170 for ground chicken typically is what you want. But I'm just going to show you. Oh, yes, look at that. Nice and crispy. So I'm going to pull these off and cook the rest. So this is what they ended up looking like. They smell amazing, and I think they're going to taste pretty good too. So let's go ahead and plate this up, shall we? I'm going to take this one. Look at the bottom. Okay. This one, I'm going to put some of this salad right on top. Oh, yes. And because I can, a little bit more cheese on top. Wow, look at her. She is the moment. Okay, let me bring you guys in for a taste test. All right, so looking absolutely fabulous. I'm going to, wow. Honestly, I'm impressed with myself. Look at this. Like, look at that. Holy. Wow. Sorry, I'm trying to chew fast. Wow. Honestly, 10 out of 10. This is so good. To lie, like, I'm not gonna put on a front if I don't like it, if I don't think it's worth it. But this is worth it. The chicken doesn't get dry because it's thin and it cooks fast. The tortillas have a nice little crisp on the edge, but they're still soft. And then the salad brings a lot of freshness to it. And the crunch from the croutons, I want to say breadcrumbs, but they're croutons. The crunch from the croutons really brings it out. So I definitely will be adding this to my recipe rotation. Next week, I'm going to show you guys how I make my meatloaf. But I'm also trying a trick that I learned from my sister and brother. But tune in next week to see what that trick is. Make sure you like and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.